What's going on, everybody? This is your boy King Gabe here gonna go into the 7th chapter of Genesis for today's Bible reading. Last time, we kicked off the month of February with all the wickedness that was going on in the world, and God was like, he just couldn't say it was really upset him there. So, but he found favor in Noah. I said, okay, Noah, you doing right. You following what I asked you to do, you and your family. So I'm gonna spare you guys, but you're gonna have to build this ark. That ark is gonna be your protection because I'm gonna flood this whole earth here. Just wash everything away. Pretty much hit the reset button on the earth. So that's what happened last time. But now we're going to continue in that story. Before we go into that, definitely make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Definitely support us on that Patreon, so y'all can see early viewing of more of these Bible readings as they're being uploaded to the Patreon first before they get to YouTube. There ain't nothing wrong with getting the early viewing on something like God's Word. So definitely do that. Hang out with us on Facebook and Discord. We can talk about it more. Either one of them. Let's say it doesn't matter. You're more than welcome to chat about it. And let's go into the 7th chapter here. Right. Chapter 7. Then the Lord said to Noah, "Go into the ark, you and all your household, for I have seen that you are righteous before me in this generation. Take with you 7 pairs of all clean animals, the male and his mate, and a pair of the animals that are not clean, the male and his mate, and 7 pairs of the birds of the heavens, also male and female, to keep their offspring alive on the face of all the earth. For in 7 days I will send rain on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. Every living thing that I have made I will blot out from the face of the ground." And Noah did all that the Lord had commanded him. Noah was 600 years old, when the flood of the waters came upon the earth. 600 years old. We know in the previous chapter, I think the one we was reading about all them generations from Adam up here to Noah, a lot of them were, living up to like hundreds and 200, 300, and 5, and we got here 600. Had some of them in 900 and all that. So, yeah, you got some long living people here, like Noah here. So he was 600 years old, and Noah and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives, with him, went into the ark to escape the waters of the flood. Of clean animals and of animals that are not clean, and of the birds and of everything that creeps on the ground, 2 and 2, male and female, went into the ark with Noah as God had commanded Noah. After 7 days of the waters, and after 7 days the waters of the flood came upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, on the 17th day of the month, on that day, all the fountains of the great deep burst forth, and the windows of heaven were opened. So it made me think of that song, "Let It Rain." It's like, "Open the floodgates of heaven, let it rain." I think this is where they probably got the idea for that song there, probably from here in Genesis about the Well, that's what I think, But yeah, it sort of makes me think of that song, I Feel the Rain. And ironic, it's raining today that I'm reading this too. And rain fell upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. On that very same day, Noah and his sons, Shem and Ham and Japheth, and Noah's wife, and the 3 wives of his sons, with them entered the ark, they and every beast according to its kind, and all the livestock according to their kind, and every creeping thing that creeps on the earth according to its kind, and every bird according to its kind, every winged creature. They went into the ark with Noah, 2 and 2 of all flesh, which there was the breath of life. And those that entered, male and female of all flesh, went in as God had commanded him, and the Lord shut him in. Say, the door to the ark, they all were going in. This was a big door. I remember seeing, I don't know if any of y'all ever heard of this series, the Greatest Adventure from the Bible Story. Grew up with this as a kid. They had the animated series of different Bible stories. When they had the episode of Noah's Ark, they showed the ark itself and the big door to it. And the sons, they were like, how is this door gonna close? This is a big door. It's not no regular door. How are we gonna close a door this big? When it came time, sudden God himself closed that door. That's something. Now that is something to really think about there. The flood continued 40 days on the earth. The waters increased and bore up the ark, and it rose high above the earth. The waters prevailed and increased greatly on the earth, and the ark floated on the face of the waters. And the waters prevailed so mightily on the earth that all the high mountains under the whole heaven were covered. Now that's some high waters. You think, you see little, look like when it be raining really hard, it'd be like, the flash flood warning, stuff like that. No, this right here, this was some major flood. They was over the mountains. So yeah, you think we got floods now? No, there ain't nothing compared to what we got here in this 7th chapter. The waters prevailed over the mountains, covering them 15 cubits deep. Even got the measurements of how much they're covered. And all flesh died that moved on the earth, birds, livestock, beasts, all swarming creatures that swarm on the earth, and all mankind, everything on the dry land, in whose nostrils was the breath of life, died. Everything wiped out there. Only thing left is Noah in that ark with them animals and his family. He blotted out every living thing that was on the face of the ground. Man and animals and creeping things, the birds of the heavens, they were blotted out from the earth. Only Noah was left, and those who were with him on the ark. And the water prevailed on the earth 150 days. Oh boy, that's 150 days. Wow. So these waters were going on for quite a while to pretty much wash out the earth, pretty much give us the reset button there of the whole earth. And going back to what I mentioned about that series I mentioned, the animated series, Greatest Adventure Story from the Bible Time, real good. Y'all definitely check it out. Show your kids that series because it's really good way of illustrating different Bible stories. It should have it up on YouTube. I think it's a YouTube channel that has all those episodes there, or you can order them. But anyway, they in the Noah's Ark story, they show say wiped out everything, all the different people that Noah was actually trying to warn folks about this flood coming, and the people they heard, it was like, there ain't no flood like that coming, Noah. You talking crazy talk. But when that flood came, it was like, oh, we gotta get. Wait, hey, Noah, let us in. Noah, hey, buddy, pal, let us in. But it was too late then. Matter of fact, there was even one guy in there that was when everybody went to panicking because the flood was starting to begin. One guy was kind of in denial. He was like, "It's just the light rain. It'll stop soon. No need to panic. It's just the light rain." So, yeah, that light rain wasn't so light, buddy. So, yeah, it was. It illustrated quite a bit with that story there. So, yeah, so that's what's happened here. Like I say, that flood and covered over the mountains and all of that. As I say, I mean, it's a high flood. You pretty much like you on top of the world, literally, with nothing but flood. No land anywhere. Just imagine that in your mind, how that must have looked in your mind. You read, especially you go back and read this for yourself and just kind of think on that for a little bit there. And one thing before we wrap this up and go into the next chapter, next video, since I mentioned about that animated series that definitely let your kids check out, is way back from the 90s. But one thing I would not recommend anybody seeing that's call itself trying to tell the story of Noah's Ark, but did not do a really good job. It's basically just a live action movie called Noah, Russell Crowe in it, and that was not that movie really disrespected this story. I mean, it made Noah look like it didn't even acknowledge the fact he was getting that God was telling him all this. It made it look like he was hearing voices in his head, like he really was a crazy man or something. And yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. It's not the best interpretation of it there. A lot, and even different churches have spoken against that movie, and I don't blame them. So yeah, that's an interpretation you definitely want to stay away from. And also one that's had Christian Bale in it, talking about the story of Moses and stuff like that, making God look bad. So that's yeah. If you see movies definitely movies or any type of media that's really that's trying to make the Bible look bad, don't give them attention. Yeah, stay away from those there. So all right, so that's it for this video. That's the 7th chapter. Next video, we'll be going into the 8th chapter and see, after these 150 days of all this raining and flooding, what's going to happen next. But until then, definitely make sure y'all definitely share the Word of God. Subscribe so y'all can get notified when these videos come out. Support us on that Patreon. You can get your early viewing of it. Matter of fact, after listening to this, you don't want to wait till next Sunday. I'll be up on the Patreon. You can go up there, hear that 8th chapter, might even hear that 9th chapter, and so on, as they come up on the Patreon month by month. And definitely, get us on Discord, hang out with us on Discord and Facebook. We can talk even more about it. Ask us some questions about it, and other things that were mentioned in this video. And without further ado, we will see y'all in the next video. Y'all take care and God bless.